All right, we're
Hey
recording.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to the Phoenix Podcast. Yes, sir. Um, I'm Brandon McDevitt.
I'm Tiffany Pfeiffer.
And I'm Samantha Gatch. Today, we're going to do a little debate sesh, nice and casual, about how does technological advances influence us?
All right. To start off, for sure, I think one of the biggest ones is does it make us lazier, right? Think about our grandparents, right? They've worked harder, right? So what do you guys think of that? Does it make it lazier?
I think it depends on the person. Like, say, I know that some people with this now use these new advancements like YouTube and Instagram and stuff. You're finding tips and tricks on like what's a good workout, daily workout and stuff. That when we didn't have YouTube and stuff, we all we knew or all the people knew was go to the gym. That was all they were given. They weren't really, or they bought a CD. But today we have so many personal trainers and stuff online that can like tell you, oh, you can do this at home. While on the other hand, there are people who will play video games all the time now that they have the chance and don't do anything but that. So I think it depends on the person and if they like schedule their day or something.
Don't call me out like that, Tiffany.
Savannah, I'm just kidding.
Savannah, does technology make us lazier?
I mean, I see the point in arguing that, yeah, it makes us lazier. But in some ways, I think that it just makes life more convenient. I would not have the time to read all the books that I do if it wasn't for Audible. If it wasn't for all these online books that I can just simply listen to. I wouldn't be able to read as many books with, the stupid Kindle app. There are certain things that I can see your point in it maybe being lazy, but personally, I just see the benefit of it all, and being able to see someone face to face during a pandemic blows my mind, and I'm so glad that I have that, because otherwise I feel like I'd just be driving myself up the wall,
Right.
So I just see the convenience of it, so that we can now work on other things like saving our planet.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I definitely agree on that.
I feel like when it comes to like knowledge and like being able to go Google online, if you want to find out about something, you can Google it, and there's so many great sources. Like, yeah, there are fake sources up there, but if you make sure that your sources come from someone credible, I know on YouTube you can find so many different documentaries, or like you can find a documentary over anything, or a website that will tell you about all kinds of history and stuff. Your thoughts, Brandon?
Yeah, I definitely agree that you can see the point of it making lazier. It's definitely a big leap for generating new kind of work. You know what I mean? So people just like what you said, that now there's personal trainers instead of just going to the gym. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is definitely a big bonus. But you always got people who's gonna use it for video games, stuff like that, which is not bad. You know what I mean? Video games aren't bad. Because people would hang out with friends when there wasn't video games.
Created to help us relax, like we can get into a world that isn't our reality. Because I know if you're stressed all day long, for instance, you can go on Sims and do it and make let your fantasy run wild, and that's even with any other game. Like you can get away from reality for a little while and just feel happy.
Right.
Or rage over not
Yeah,
winning
exactly.
winning the game.
The new Warzone Rumble, it's toxic. You have no idea how toxic it is. Do not join it. Do not ever buy the game. Anyway, on another note, do we think that maybe technology itself is influencing us to where we're focusing on different things, right? So it's kind of like you know the whole NASA budget thing. Is it smart for us to be focusing on space when we got problems on Earth? Do you think that technology is uh, a good way to? Is it? Do we think it's distracting or focusing? If I don't know the better word for focusing. Like, is it helping us see clearer, or is it just making us more distracted? You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think that
I think it all depends on the person.
Advantage glitch.
I
There you
think when it comes to technology, you're always going to have two sides of the story. There's so many different stories that you can look at that can tell you one thing or another, or even both. It all depends on how you use it. Because I feel like technology and like looking at the internet and looking at everything that we can do now, it all depends on how you use what you got. If you're using it for not the right reasons, then you're not going to get good results. If you're using it for the right reasons, you're going to get it all depends on what you do, and
Right.
there's going to be a consequence no matter how you use it or what you do with it. There's going to be consequences. It's just rather, are they good consequences or bad consequences?
True.
I mean, I see it from the angle of that it's not. It's
Quite the thinker.
Um, I think that like focusing on other things that like some people are really passionate about, like all the people that work at NASA because it's something that they want to do. It's a goal that they had. It's a thing that they are passionate about and they want to do. So I think that although we may see issues with our own planet, we are now able to assess those and build things technology wise that'll help us fix that problem. And yeah, we
Yeah.
might be working on going to space rather than finding more out about our own oceans, but people are interested in that, I'm sure. And there are people that dive, and there are people that work on building things that can withstand the pressure there. But you see other people that are working on, going to the moon, making a base there, like discovering all these crazy things that we never knew. And I think that as humans, we just want to know more. So we
Yeah.
create the technology to do so, and people, they do what they do. Like, Brandon, for example, he wants to be, an aerospace. It's something that he's passionate about and something that he's gonna go to school for and continue to do. And instead of working on the oceans and finding more about his own planet, he wants to find more about other planets and help people do that. So I feel like you just have to kind of, the angle that I'm seeing it from is that now that we have this technology, it's not making us lazy. It's just giving us more time to do what we want. Because as far as we know, we only have one life. So make the most of it. Do what interests you.
A round of applause.
I try.
Yeah. Well,
Tiffany,
we
did you
only
have
have
something to
one
add?
life. I feel like since we only have one life, why don't we learn about everything you want to learn? Why don't you use it and make a mark of some sort? It doesn't have to be big. It can be small. Just leave something there. Discover something. Learn something. Be happy. And I
Agreed.
feel like technology, in a way, kind of helps us do that, be more able to do that because we have so much more you can do. Because and you can make a weapon, make a loud. You can be more. You can. Darn, I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but like you have a voice, and it's a little louder now than it would have been 1,000 years ago.
Word. Just word. I definitely think that, there's this, Mark Rober did a video, I always bring it up, that if you use NASA's budget to feed everyone in Africa, you'd only feed them for one day, or maybe two. So that goes to show you that, it's not a lot of money in general, but it's also going for a better cause. You know what I mean? Because now you're preventing, fires breaking out, stuff like that. And technology overall is just influencing us, I feel like, in the better. I mean, I only see positives right now.
And
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And I kind of look at NASA, and they've made so many inventions that for people who can go to space or just in astronomy in general. And those inventions have slowly morphed into our day-to-day life. Like, there's so much that they have invented that became, when it goes into health and stuff, that we're using today in our hospitals, or at least in our American hospitals. Like, inventions are being used, and like we're learning more about the technology. Yeah, it was meant for space in the first place, but it's helping us in our everyday life later.
Right,
When they
like
found
GPS. Exactly. Yeah, like GPS has helped us out so much. I don't even know how to get anywhere without one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's too many negatives of technology. I mean, besides weapons, you know what I mean? That's only, a negative? That's the only one? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like medics.
Yeah, there's this guy, his name is Andrew Young, and he did a TED Talk, and basically he has this nonprofit organization that he started, that what it does is basically they get seeds and give it to farmers in Africa, and they slowly pay them back. And what they do is they take the money that they make from that and put it towards families in Africa and feeding them. A majority of people in Africa are farmers, so by giving them seeds, they're giving them something that they can double, triple, and
Right.
That way it helps feed them, other people, families, and it only costs them $30 a year that they have to pay out of their pockets. So then you have donors and not donors, donations that pay for that. So he wouldn't have created that if it wasn't something that he was passionate about and wanted to seek out, So with technology, we're able to ship things there, fly things over there to feed those families and help grow Africa's economy. So I think that although you might see your kid or your parents might be like, why are you spending 5 hours playing video games, man? Like, you gotta do something productive. I think that we're just like, a lot of people nowadays we're just kids. We're just doing what we do. We can't really go and fly a plane quite yet to go and help someone.
Exactly, yeah.
We can't really be an aerospace engineer at the age of 15.
Exactly.
So, what else are we gonna do? But
you can learn about it.
Yeah. You don't always have to be doing something productive. And I think that's something that I used to struggle with, like, not being in school. I'm like, I feel like I need to read another book. I don't know what to do, So I was never okay with, like, playing video games for 5 hours is what I want to do, but should I do it,
Right.
Honestly, everything is so much more convenient now. You can learn so much easier. Things are just readily available to you. So I think technology has brought us more benefit than it has any backlash.
Right.
So have fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Playing video games.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so we just hit the 15-minute mark. So for those who made it to here, congratulations! You're part of a very private club. So
Finishing
what
the
we're gonna
video.
do is we're gonna start trimming them down with
Oh
more
yeah.
zestier content.
We wanted to get- I
Okay.
think we were gonna give a shout out to one of the people who commented, right?
Yes.
If I'm
Shout
correct.
out. Let's get their name.
Shout out to Short Story Movies.
Woo! Shout out.
We're happy that you commented. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
You're our shout out of the day.
Shout out of the day. I like it.
And
Shout out of the day. If you want a shout out, you know what to do.
yep, shout out of the day.
Like, subscribe.
If you want to shout out, all you have to do is subscribe and comment. It's easy.
Comment. And
We
like,
don't- we're
and
not.
like, just so
Like
you know,
compared
like,
to other YouTube channels, not to follow any social media for anything other than us on YouTube. You only have to look
it's okay.
at YouTube.
Want a shout out? Say hashtag shout out. I don't know. I don't know how those work.
Yeah.
just comment. But
Yeah,
we'll end it there.
Like, yeah.
Any final comments before we close them out?
Play video games.
Play video games.
And tell me what
Video games and
you like.
content.
Tell me what video
Yes.
games you like.
Boom, right down there.
Do something
All right.
that makes you happy.
This makes you happy. Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.